Hi, so welcome back to the homestead. I'm trying to do some projects here in between raindrops. So I have about 40 minutes to complete this little project. I wanted to extend my composting. I do have a worm farm that I already have set up. And then I have just regular plain old pallet compost bins. And this project that I want to do, because I do run out of space, is I want to make a compost with a trash can. I've done it in the past, just a little different, and you can roll it around the yard, and it did create the compost faster. I do have a spinner, but it's small. In this one, I wanted to extend the worm farm and speed up the composting. So here we go. I'm going to do this here in between raindrops, and like I said, I only have about 40 minutes. So the first thing I got to do is I got to drill some air holes down the sides and some on the bottom for drainage. So that's what I'll be doing now. And these holes do not need to be precise. After all, it's just a quick compost, but here. Oops. Trying to do it so you can see me on camera here, but it doesn't work when I need the pressure. That's good for the holes. So typically with this type of compost, you want to dig the ground down some and put some dirt around it so that you can have more access for the worms to come in and out as they please. So I'm gonna dig a hole now. It probably won't stay where I'm gonna put it, but it's gonna be good enough for now. So I'm going to dig a hole and I'll be back. Alright, so I have this little section dug out here, and the barrel fits right in there. And while I was digging, I dug up some worms. I put them in the bottom of that so they can get some compost here. So anyways, with that dug, and sorry I'm a little out of breath. Being in the granite state, it's not easy to dig. There is a lot of rocks on our property, so it's always a lot of work to do any sort of digging, especially by hand around here. So then you just fill in around the barrel, so like the bottom holes, the worms can come up through the bottom, and the bottom holes on the side they can enter and exit from. Oh, another worm. I'm throwing them in there. Welcome to your new home, buddy. Pack that in. Now, typically with compost, you want to build layers of your brown material, your green material, and your food scraps. So I'm going to take some material from my original compost and throw it in there. And I do have some food scraps I can already start throwing in there. So that's what I'm going to do now. some of that grass that I pulled out of the garden last night. And the reason why I'm using some of my starter compost is because it already has some of the microbes. Well, not some. It already has microbes in it. So this can get started. I'm going to put a layer of food in there. And my food is banana peels, coffee grounds, orange peels, celery butts, tea bags, beet wrap, skin. You know, all those typical food scraps that you would have. Should throw all this weed in. I don't know what this weed is yet. I gotta Google lens it, but I have a ton of it growing in my property. It's all growing down here by the compost. Throw some of that in there. Get some more food layer going. With 5 of us living in the house still, we do create a lot of food scraps. So I have this old kitty litter bucket that when the container inside gets full, which is usually every day, I dump it into this until I can get it down here into the compost pile. Alright, so I don't want to fill it too full because I want to be able to add to it. So here I just got some red wiggler worms. I'll sprinkle these guys in here. And if it gets too hot for them, they can easily make their way down where it's cool. And here, I'm going to bring you over so you can see them. Just put some worms in there, and I can get some newspaper, wet it all down and put it on the top. Helps keep them cool, also gives them the moisture they need. And then I can add to this as we go. So that's how I just quickly built, before raindrops, a new compost bin. I got more food scraps here. I'll probably add to the other compost. But we went from being in a drought situation to now we have flood warnings, flood watches today. So we've had a lot of rain lately. Our rain barrels are all full, and I really wish we had more tanks because I know come next month, maybe August, we'll be back in the drought and I'm going to need more water. So we'll be looking into getting some more 250-gallon tanks so we can fill and have them store up all this rainwater that we're getting. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great day, and get out there and do something. Have fun.